Hi, myself Bhupati belongs to Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sri Sharma College of Engineering and Technology. Today's topic is thermal power plant. So, introduction of thermal power plant. So, power plant is classified into two types: conventional and non-conventional. Conventional power plant are steam, diesel, hydroelectric, nuclear. Non-conventional means it's like a renewable energy, solar, wind, tidal, and geothermal. Then steam power plant. Steam power plant is used to drive steam engine and a steam turbine due to the following reason. Steam can be raised quickly from water. It does not react much with material. It is stable at the temperature required in the plant. So steam normally it is produced from water. Layout of steam power plant. So that will be the entire layout is classified into four circuit: fuel and ash circuit, air and flue gas circuit, feed water and steam flow circuit, and cooling water flow circuit. First one, coal and ash circuit. So coal is with extract from mines is delivered by ships, rails or trucks to the power station. Coal received at coal yard. Coal is sized by crushers, breakers, etc. The sized coal is stored in coal storage. From stockyard, the coal is transferred to the boiler furnace by means of conveyor or elevators. The coal is burnt in the boiler and ash is formed. Ash coming out of the furnace will be too hot, dusty and accompanied by poisonous gas. The ash is transferred to the ash storage. Generally, the ash will be quenched to reduce the temperature and the dust content. Layout of steam power plant. So this is the coal delivery, coal unloading. This is the flow chart for coal and ash circuit. So coal delivered from coal mine and unloading. Then coal preparation, it's carried out in crushers. Then coal transfer. Then coal storage, in plant handling, and it is move on to boiler for combustion purpose. After that, it will be converted into ash handling. So ash handling, it remove the harmful content, and then it will be move on to storage, and that ash will be used for cement making. So this is the coal and ash circuit. Then layout of steam power plant. Next thing will be water and steam circuit. So water is converted into steam. Before that, what are the process will be carried out in the water? The water is preheated by the flue gas in the economizer. The preheated water is then supplied to the boiler drum. Then heat is transferred to the water by the burning of the coal. Due to this, the water is converted into steam. The steam raised in boiler passed through a superheater, because the steam will be converted into superheated steam. It is superheated by the flue gas. Then turbine drives generator to produce electric power. The expanded steam is then passed through the condenser. The condenser, the steam is condensed in the water, then recirculated. So this is the circuit. Here the water will be passing from hot well to economizer by the help of heat pump. In economizer, preheating process will be carried out. After that, it will be moved on to boiler, where the entire conversion is takes place. The water is converted into dry steam. Then further increase of temperature, it will be moved on to superheater for conversion of superheated steam. Then the steam is moved on to turbine for expansion process will be carried out. Here the heat energy is converted into mechanical energy. After energy conversion, the exhaust steam is moved on to condenser for condensation. Then again, by the help of condensate pump, the water is returned back to hot well. Then air and flue gas circuit. So air is taken from the atmosphere by the action of FD fan. So that's FD fan means forced draft fan. It is passed through an air preheater. The air is preheated by the flue gases in the preheater. The preheated air is supplied to the furnace to aid combustion of fuel, because if we passing the hot air in the combustion chamber, the combustion takes place in well manner. The flue gases from the furnace passes over boiler tubes and superheated tubes. Then the full gas passes through the economizer to heat feed water. After that, it passes through dust collector. It is then exhausted to atmosphere through chimney. So this is the flow chart. We are extract the air from FD fan. This will be air preheater. Preheated air is moved on to combustion chamber and superheated, it is converted into flue gas. Then economizer, then it will be moved on to dust collector. So it will remove the harmful dust, and by the help of ID fan, in the induced draft fan, the exhaust gas is delivered to atmosphere through chimney. Then cooling water circuit. The exhaust stream from the turbine is condensed in the condenser. In the condenser, the cold water is circulated to condense the steam into water. The steam is condensed by losing its latent heat to the circulating the cold water. Hence, the cold water gets heated. This hot water is then taken to the cooling tower. In cooling tower, the water is sprayed in the form of droplets through nozzle. The atmospheric air enters in the cooling tower from the opening provided at the bottom of the tower. The cold water is again circulated through the pump, condenser and the cooling. Some amount of water may be lost during the circulation. Hence, makeup water is added to the pond by means of pump. So this is the cooling water circuit. Here the water is taken by the help of pump, and cooled water is moved on to condenser for condensation. Then hot water is sprayed in the cooling tower. Here air will be circulated inside the cooling tower. So the water will be again recirculated for condensation. So this is the entire arrangement of thermal power plant. This is the layout. Advantages of steam power plant. So life of plant is more than 25 to 30 years compared to diesel plant. Repair and maintenance cost is low compared to diesel. Initial cost is less compared to nuclear power plant. Suitable for varying load condition. No radioactive harmful. Unskilled operators can operate the plant. The power generated does not depends on the water storage. There are no transmission losses as they are located near load centers. Thank you.